Final disappointment, along with a number of changes for both sides, appears to have sucked some of the optimism from both young teams. Some fans have made it out to see the match. Real disappointment for the hosts. Niger weren't able to take South Africa's place in qualifying out of Group A. Nigeria were always expected to make their way out, but South Africa stopping the hosts from taking their place in a Final Four of the tournament they're hosting. Therefore, real disappointment for what was very entertaining, enterprising Niger side. Finished fourth at the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations and made it to the knockout stage, round of 16 at the Under-17 World Cup in India. So it feels like there is a team making its way that maybe could take Niger to a full Africa Cup of Nations tournament. But South Africa instead decided that pipped them. Niger in the end undone by not being able to hold leads against South Africa and Burundi. 1-0 they led against South Africa, only to draw one apiece. And then 2-0 and 3-1 leads were coughed up as Burundi took their sole point of the tournament. Leroux's penalty for South Africa enough to qualify South Africa for the semi-finals, which they narrowly lost Yamajita to Senegal. Nigeria would have had sights on the trophy for what would have been a record-extending 8th title. They must have felt they had the momentum, and they equalized with 4 minutes of time to go in the semi-final with Mali. Only to see Ocon smash the crossbar and lose the penalty shootout to the Eagles of Mali. 4-3 penalty shootout defeat send them into this third place final. So it'll be interesting to see if either coach, Paul Agbogon of Nigeria or Tabo Senong, make any changes at the halftime break. Nigeria making 5 changes from the semi-final lineup, 6 for South Africa. The hangover from the last 4 matches, plus disruption to the starting lineup, seemed to have certainly affected Nigeria. South Africa somewhat playing as they have throughout the tournament, a little bit more proactive without the 3 centre-backs they started the tournament with, but still very much a compact unit. Nigeria have yet to find a way to unlock. So we're off and underway in the second half. Will it provide more thrills than chills of the first half? South Africa look to start it positively. A long-range effort. No problems for Uganda. Certainly in Kobo. Every right to take the shot on. Did well to cut inside. Peter Eletu, but no trouble at the back. And South Africa yet to hit the target. Nigeria having only done so once in the first half. Space on the left-hand flank for Ogberawe, but it's suddenly broken up beautifully from Kodesang. Only player to be booked in that first half. Has to be a little bit careful, a little wild there. Nigeria win it. The two now LAU, but it's cleared away. All over the top from Ozon Wafur has given Ogberawe absolutely no chance. There's a corner kick for South Africa. Encouragement from the bench. Chased it down well. And Bayanda Zangasi forcing Ozon Wafur to concede the corner. Surely South Africa's best chance of trying to get a goal. Plenty of movement in the box. It's whipped in, but it's far too deep. Zangase tries to keep it alive. Oh, he does brilliantly on the turn. Unfortunately, put the ball through, but couldn't get through the Nigerian defender. South Africa recycle the ball in certainly the best period of the match for them. Right at the start of the second half. Switch to the right-hand side. Time to take a touch and look at the options for Fiwa, but he actually runs out of options forward. Goes back to his defence, and Kakaba can only play it straight to Nigerian shirt. And Jamil now to Al Hassan, cuts inside. Now pokes the ball forward, but difficult on this pitch to get it down. But Zaruma now. They're trying to clip it in. The Durugbor happy enough to win a corner. Al Hassan will hope to do better with. Whips into the area. Well, Kubeka came a long way, but his job done. And now South Africa try and break. There's a switch on. Driving run forward. On this near side, you saw Fuwa making his way, but when it finally comes over the side, nowhere near the number 17 of the Rio Kings. There's no way that Blom was going to catch that. There's a chance to maybe just slide that ball through. Zangassi saw his chance. Broke kindly for him. Instead of slipping that ball through to his strike partner, Kodasang. A weak effort wide. Strong battle there that the referee on this occasion lets go. He's generally been relatively pernickety about any contact. Left over for Ogbu. Al Hassan comes to pick it up. Ogbu. Al Hassan, Zaruma. Zaruma with space, but the ball running away. Just really skips off this dry turf. South Africa really started with a fizz to their game at the start of this half. Certainly the best possession-wise they've looked, even if they're still not holding on to it for too long. Eletu penalised for taking down Feu. Nigeria needing to find a spark. Blom clears, but only as far. And lifted into nowhere though by Ogberaway. Cleared long, and now Ogbu goes across to try and meet Zangassi. And the ball was played through. Ugondar sharp enough to get out to it. Long by, back down the line. There's the header. Ogberaway to Orzan Wafor, but the referee's whistle stops the big defender in his tracks. This was a chance. This time, Zangassi did look to play his strike partner in, but far too much on the ball, making it easy for the goalkeeper. Peter Eletu's tournament starts and ends today. But Abaku Ibrahim comes on, dynamic winger. He'll look to inject some pace and purpose to the Nigerian attack. He's certainly going for the win. I think Al Hassan will likely drop a little deeper. Here he is, the number 8. Now Jamil. Telegraphed switch, but picked back up. First touch for Abubakar. And wins the free kick. So Al Hassan, he's got the option of Beraway down the left, but goes into the middle, straight into the hands of Kubeka. No pressure for the South African captain, and he gets his team up and running. That's a little bit loose from Sangasi. And a promising move breaks down, still goalless in the third place final. Long ball to the back post. Well, it's flicked on there. Abubakar should pick up, and instead should have just left it. Throw into South Africa. Such an uneven pitch. Definitely not one to trust too much. Nigeria back with it. Al Hassan down the line. Beraway. Poor delivery. Quickest the ball there, Zaruma.
Votre chance, s'il vous plaît. Le président de la Finifoot remercie tous les présidents de
DC's throw down the line, sore one.
qui sont venus
Shengasi.
de leur présence cette CAN Total U20 Niamey 2019. Voilà. Donc le président de la Finifoot remercie infiniment tous les présidents de fédération et tous les amis qui ont fait le déplacement pour rehausser cette CAN Total U20. Merci.
Takes a long, hard look at it. He leaves it, and Nkobo launches it long. Nigeria clear. Nkobo with the header. Modisi gives it chase. Nigeria try and work themselves out of space and on to attack. Modisi. Gogo. Well, initially good work, but Ogbu almost taking surprise there. Yeah, Amajita again win the ball in their half. But Nigeria quickly winning it back. Nigeria try and hunt down the left. Abubakar may take the shot on, but it's high and over. Looked to be positive since he's come on, but yet to find an end product. Picked up by Jamil Abubakar. Well, it's a poor ball. Lovely touch though by Al Hassan, but then didn't have an option, or didn't take one. Very scrappy match. Neither side able to really make much of their possession. Well, down the line, Kubeka, well, comes and didn't feel confident about necessarily taking it, so he does well to get it out for a throw. Well, the ball breaks kindly there, the overhead kick. Well, Kubeka with a straightforward save in the end, but all just breaking kindly. And great response and reactions from Effiong Michael, but just without the conviction of the strike to bother Kubeka. Nigeria trying to up the ante. Yet to find any results. Jamil. Al Hassan flips it over the top. Boubacar upended. Just wondering whether it's a throwing or a set piece. I think it's a throwing. Blom making his apologies, did get to the ball. Not really a pitch though you're necessarily wanting to go crashing down on. Screeches from the stands, looking for some emotion on it. Yukaba taking no chances. Nothing working just at the moment for either side. The ball clipped in, poor clearance. It was returned in. The header just over the top from Durogbo. Good movement. Just couldn't keep his header down.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Il est demandé au propriétaire du véhicule immatriculé A22360 de se présenter pour le mauvais stationnement. Pour des raisons de sécurité, il est attendu à son véhicule.
Nigeria come again. Try and use that as a spark. Much better ball into the area. Headed away, and South Africa try to come forward. Zaruma a little too eager to try and win the ball. So Nigeria and South Africa locked in a stalemate. It doesn't look like being broken anytime soon. A little bit of confusion there, but Blom will take the throw for South Africa. Now Boubacar with some space, but he gets somewhat caught in the turf. And the challenge from Al Hassan brings the whistle to the referee's lips. Nigeria looking to get in behind, a shooting opportunity, Alayu, but his last touch, far too heavy. Well, there's just a problem there, the ball was running towards him, and he's just sat back in agony. Alayu. And it was Durugbour who found the number 11 on the turn. That heavy touch. Not sure if he was injured in that exchange. Down on the deck. His ball headed in here, and he just, well, you can see his legs seem to just wobble in the turf. Which be a bit of a worry. Well, that's him going off on the stretcher. Need to see if it's just a precaution at this stage or if a change will be enforced. Long ball forward. Falls to Boubacar, who's moved on to the right-hand flank. Waiting for Zaruma, uses him as a decoy, but only forces himself back. And now it's far too long. Hasn't really been able to make the impact he would have been asked. Has been positive, but without conviction. And it is Nazifi Yahaya who does come on for the final 20 minutes, at least of regulation time. There is the possibility of extra time and penalties should there not be a goal. And Nazifi given, in a sense, an unfortunate opportunity thanks to the injury to his teammate, Oasis FC forward Aliou Ibrahim. A chance nonetheless to end the tournament how he started it, with a goal. They have been lacking a clear number 9 up top, Nigeria. There's certainly more in that mould. Here he is coming deep to get involved. Jamil. Too strong for Kodesang. Ogbu works it out to Zaruma. Had an opportunity to maybe drive on and try and get a shot as Jamil launches it high into the air. Keeper's made a mess of it. And the whistle lay dormant as Nazifi almost made a goal-scoring appearance moments after coming off. The keeper completely making a mess of it. Tough one. Nazizi reactively trying to turn it goalwards. Just putting it wide, although give more Coupe on the line. Nigeria a little bit more efficient in their possession. Now they need a finishing touch. Bubakar's cross cleared only as far as Zorn Wafor. Al Hassan. Jamil strikes from distance, but bread and butter stuff for Kubeka and co. Long ball down the line, but not enough angle to even threaten to get Ludvoyo Fifwa in on the right-hand flank. So just 16 minutes remaining of the 90. Nigeria certainly looks the more likely overall, but haven't shown much of a killer instinct. Could South Africa try and nick something? Bounding forward is Fua. Plays the ball in behind, but wavelength, they weren't on the same one. Running through to Kubeka. Well down the line. Looking to do a lot with not a lot. Completely out-muscled and out-manned. Difficult one for him. Just stuck on that left-hand flank, the substitute, Promise Makuma. He's now played in each of the 5 matches. Far too easy for Ogundar to take. The ball falling to Kone-san almost, if not for the intervention of Ogberawe. Al-Hassan elects to take the shot on, but hopelessly wide. Long-range shooting is certainly leaving a lot to be desired. Looked for options, didn't like what he saw, and elected to take matters into his own hands. Picking up a bit of space there. Now finds infield Jamil. And again, and a little bit too overexcited to take a shot on. Not looking at the options provided. Quebec goes long. It's a really difficult place for South Africa to try and build any possession with the man mountains that are Ogbu and Ozoma for. Looking for some movement inside the box, but 6 Namajita shirts were in the area. Shows the difficulty for Nigeria and why the long-range efforts are appealing. And Jamil certainly will take them on, but I don't know where his confidence necessarily comes from, because he certainly fancies himself from distance, but throughout the tournament he's failed to show one particularly good strike from distance. He certainly doesn't let that affect his confidence. Zaruma gave the option, provided space. Better delivery into the box, but an excellent defensive header. Nigeria come again. Delays the cross, Zaruma uses Durugwa. It's a great ball into Nazifi. But a brilliant clearance. South Africa showing their defensive fortitude, as do Nigeria. Big, strong, athletic defenders, but Ogbu and Ozorin Wafor really have a lovely touch and awareness of them. Football intelligence that allows them to see the rest of the Nigerian side push further forward up the pitch. Al Hassan, Abubakar, it's lobbed up into the air. Just 9 minutes of the 90 to go. Kubeka looks like he might have picked up a knock. It's a brilliant ball in, but brilliant header from Givemore Coupe, who was the unfortunate player to deflect Niang's effort into his own goal to give Senegal the win in the semi-final. Once again, like every match South Africa have played, it was very much a tight affair. South Africa haven't been involved in a match that's seen a 2-goal difference between the sides. 1-1 in their opening game, 0-0 against Nigeria in Group A. 1-0 win from a penalty against Burundi. And then narrowly losing 1-0 to Senegal. It'll be interesting to see what progress as a team they can maybe make come the World Cup. Certainly up front, they need better passages of play, because particularly this age group, their players are being physically bullied by the other African nations.
Substitution for South Africa. The number 14 Luke enter. The number 11 Mosingifi out.
Ball out from Al Hassan. Ball clipped into the area. It's a good flick on. Nazifi gives chase. It can only end up blocking the clearance from Fewa for a goal kick. Al Hassan. Jamil in space. Strong ball into the feet, and Nazifi does well to shepherd it back to Al Hassan. Nigeria trying to find a late winner to avoid extra time, but given away cheaply. Found himself in a bit of a cul-de-sac. South Africa eventually clearing their lines. He's looking for more from his side. And so far, they've done brilliantly to keep Nigeria out. South Africa look to try and pack the box. This one of the best opportunities to try and nick something. Leroux off the bench, the penalty hero against Burundi that saw them reach the knockout stage. Give more Coupe. There's on offside, would have been there, but Ogbu just nodding it back. The referee on the point. Big challenge. Bringing the whistle. For options, digs out to the edge of the area for Jamil. Look to take the shot on, but South Africa now can break. It's a 2-on-2. Can they make something of it? Kodasang again held up here by Ogbu, and the lack of coordination between the two attackers sees the move fall apart. Brilliance from Ogbu, intelligently just blocking the path, making them make a decision, and in the end it was a poor one. Well, it's a game that has extra time written all over it. Great play by Boubacar, twisting Blom inside and out. It's a great ball across, and it just slides away from Durogbor. And then out for a goal kick from Jamil, I think trying to win a corner, failing to do so. So Keenan Phillips on for the limping Njabulo Blom. Phillips having been the first choice right wing back, right back, depending what's been asked of him during this tournament. So 3 minutes to find a winner, or we will be playing out extra time, potentially penalties. Switch of play. Boubacar up against newly arrived Phillips. Pokes it out, and South Africa clear their lines. Leroux putting out for a throw. Well, South Africa once again keeping Nigeria at bay as they did in Group B. I feel probably at the start of the match that their best chance of winning this match was either nicking a goal, and they could right at the death. But Ogun Dar showing he's still switched on in a rare, effective attack from South Africa. Kodisang with a brilliant ball across, but Mekume beaten to it by the goalkeeper's gloves. Ball long. Phillips under it. Excellent header. Now Ozon Wafor lifts it in. They cleared away. Now Al Hassan takes the shot on. The ball's loose. But brilliant goalkeeping, brave goalkeeping from Kubeka. And that is the final whistle, at least of the 90, as we go into extra time. Gilmore Coupe not happy with the challenge from Duragbor. In fact, I think he certainly has the ball to play for. Al Hassan, dangerous shot. Really very little in that. There's no way he's put the boot in the way the South Africans are claiming. A great hit from Al Hassan. Duragbor unable to turn it in. Well, now treatment for the two players after the whistle. So a little further delay before we get extra time up and running. Well, Kubeka looks a bit stunned and shaken. But both players look like they'll be fine for the extra time. Did well to block Duragbor in the first instance, and then once the ball was loose, he thought it was a foul, not given. And it's finished goalless after 90 minutes. So Nigeria and South Africa have 30 more minutes to see